Good morning, folks. Lawyers have tough jobs. They provide wise counsel based on their knowledge and experience. That knowledge and experience is often detailed and deep. There are many layers, esoteric layers, not easily understood ones, that are invisible to and perhaps beyond the common man's understanding and interest. This presents a challenge. See, if we can't see it, then it ain't there as far as we're concerned. That's human nature. So we all sometimes fail to heed wise counsel. There's a price to pay when we do so. Now, lawyers can make us pay the price for what they know and what we don't know. Or they can make us pay even more for what we don't heed and then end up in need. Love, grace, and peace to all the lawyers out there in the audience today. I'm using them as an external example here to enhance my own internal perspective. Sometimes cloudy matters become clear when you look through another window. Hear me though, doctors, engineers, teachers, preachers, consultants, and friends often experience the same frustration. If folks can't see it, then to them, it ain't there. So how do you deal with the frustration that accompanies feeling like you're not being heard? Regrettably, I have no answers, but I do have an approach that I'm still learning. I'll get there. First step in that approach, remember what frustration is, Derrick. Frustration is an emotional response to a lack of control. Control of people, circumstances, outcomes, etc. I'm learning that I'm not in control of anything but me. And that establishes a clear boundary, both for giving and taking advice. I'm never in a position to tell someone else what to do, nor do I want to be, because I will not become responsible for someone else's choices. However, I'm well positioned to offer the truth about my perspective. Hear me twice. I do not have the truth. I do have my truth. Now, I'm remiss to not share my truth, but I need to declare it as such. Now, I've crossed the line, though, when I think my truth is the truth and should therefore be your truth. Here's the second step. I remember the times folks shared their truth with me, and I still chose to learn the hard way. I got a lot of those memories. I can look back now and admit to emotions, attitudes, pain, frustration, and outright sin that charted a certain course for self-destruction. Now, it's possible that no one else knew or even had a clue about any of that. At times, I wore my mask very well. Now, sometimes I still wear it, but I digress. That's for another time. Because of my own past and path, I'm aware that I'm never really aware of all the parameters that drive anyone's thoughts and actions. So I ask myself silently, I have to take it way down and say, hey, what else is happening here that I cannot see? Help me. Now, if I'm lucky, I may never find out what I cannot see. Nevertheless, I will search for it. That helps me to maintain boundaries and balance. See, I want to discern, not judge. I want to encourage, not enable, especially foolishness. I want to influence, not beseech. I ain't begging y'all. I want to reach and then teach. I want to teach and not preach. Now, this way, I can speak with humility to what I think I see. Then shut up, watch, pray about the rest of it. This is the position the prophet Habakkuk finally took. After first believing that God was not listening to Habakkuk's counsel about Babylonian tyranny. Say what? Habakkuk felt God wasn't listening to him? This is my Sunday school voice. That's what I said, Fred. I'm aware of the clear irony here, and I want to use it to illustrate a beautiful point. Habakkuk stopped counseling God, then positioned himself to watch and pray. Only then did God answer Habakkuk to confirm that indeed the tyranny would end, and it did. See, folks, when the student is ready, the real teacher will teach. Now, I am always the student. I am not always the teacher. Feel me? Selah. Thank you for listening. Y'all take care.